let you know the game about the Super Falcon 4 p.m. It started today. I'll let you know what's up about that very one. But it is no longer news that one man kept or say that looks very, very, I don't know what to say wrong. Talk about Gary Neville. He loves to talk. Everybody knows Gary. He's not even helping the issue. He's not helping the man on ground. Gary Neville is just being himself. But one man I love to talk about in the course of the day, or on the course of the show, is Victor Oliseh. But let's quickly bring you this one. Francesco Cardona said Victor Oliseh is tired, but soon will get back to his feet. Osimhen scored a goal in 2 minutes. Talking about Victor Oliseh, who scored the second goal in 2 matches since his return from the AFCON, where the Super Eagles finished the runners-up on that. But it was not enough for Napoli, who considered a late goal to draw 1-1 with Cagliari on Sunday. That goal was from that man. Talk about that guy. His name is Livombo. I would not forget to go in a hurry. Now, the game was Calzona's first game since replacing Walter Sarsari. And Sunday goal against Cagliari was Osimhen's 8th in 14 league appearance this season. In this season, the European Champions League, he has scored 2 goals in 5 matches on Osimhen's record. But we talk about somewhere else. Inter Milan captain Lautaro Martinez scored his 100th goal and 101st goal as league leaders trashed Lecce. Talk about Inter Milan. The 26-year-old opened the scoring with a low finish before Davide Ferrer 6 minutes 2-0 from the close range. Martinez got a second with a strike into the bottom corner, and Stefan Virgil's header completed the scoring. The win restored Inter 9-point lead after second place. Juventus beat Frosinone 3-2 earlier on Sunday. So on the Serie A, let's bring you more interesting stories. Juventus leave the lead and end 5-game winless run. Last minute goal from Daniel Rugani secured Juventus 3-2 win against relegation battle side, threatening Frosinone. The result snapped a winless run of 4 games in Serie A for Juve, who are now 6 points behind table topping Inter Milan in the table, but have played 2 more games. Frosinone remain in the 16th position on 20 points. They are 3 points clear of Hellas Verona in 18th. The last minute goal from defender Daniel Rugani gave Juventus a 3-2 win against lowly Frosinone. The result ended a winless run of 4 games in the Serie A for Juve, who are now second, 6 points behind table topping Inter Milan, but having played 2 games more. Frosinone remain in the 16th position on 20 points. They are 3 points clear of Hellas Verona in the 18th, narrowly above the relegation zone. Now, come with me. Let's talk about the Liga EA Sports. What a manager Carlo Ancelotti would always remain. What a manager, what a coach. He's got the man management. I wonder how he manages this time. All of the team, the way they started yesterday against Sevilla was a welcome development for, talk about that man, Sergio Ramos, emotional timeout. He was back home. Don't forget, in as much as you could call him a Madrid star, you can also go as far as calling him, a Sevilla homegrown boy. That man played for Sevilla before. He got back home. He's playing like for his village. Do you get my point? He's like, you could call him a village man. He's playing for his village. Village again level with that, and that's Sevilla. But then, looking at the game, Laurent Letamimaya, the Cameroon international, will always say that was not a goal because he said, according to him, look at that man. He talked about Anthony Rudiger interfering with play, but it's about the late substitution and looking at the way Madrid started. But let me give a credit to the Sevilla side. First of all, they were away from home, and the series should have converted his chances. He never did. I love the midfield. Samari, loan from Leicester City, doing well. I doubt he would go back. Bardi return again, the Frenchman pairing with Ramos. Jesus Navas, good Oliveira team. Wonderful combination I've got from the Sevilla side. But look about the Madrid team. It was about Nacho pairing out there with that very man, Nacho Rudiger returns, Vasquez from the right side, the left side was Mandy, the midfield was Chomeni, and you got to see the midfielder girl Chomeni pairing as well with Toni Kroos, and Fede Valverde never stopped running all the time. And you look at the other way, Rodrigo Usilo was not doubtful, was doubtful for the game, he wasn't involved, and Vinicius Jr. got a start. And how did they play? Brahim Diaz from the right side, it was amazing looking at the game played for Real Madrid, but they struggled at some point. Ramos, for me, you had a 100% rating of that very game, and he's just that man that likes to be professional when he does what he loves. And he won 22 trophies with the Los Blancos. Talk about the Galacticos, talk about the Whites, talk about Real Madrid. And yesterday it was all about La Liga EA Sports, where we saw late Modric's goal gives Real Madrid 4 points against Sevilla. Luka Modric rolled back the years with a sublime late winner against Sevilla as Real Madrid moved 8 points, clear at top of the La Liga EA Sports, with England midfielder Jude Bellingham absent for Real Madrid the third consecutive game. The contest looked to be heading towards a goalless draw. draw. However, the Croatian international Luka Modric, 38, scored in 7 minutes after his introduction as a substitute. Modric has started in just 11 of 21 La Liga appearances this season. The former Ballon d'Or winner is out of contract in June, and Real Madrid boss Carlo Ancelotti said he would understand if the Croatian was upset about lack of playing time. And let me bring it back to Modric again. There's something he said in the season. When the season started, I love to say Modric said, he told the manager, I know I'm 38. At this point, I'm 37, I'll be 38, I'm 38 right now. I know how it works. If you know you're not going to start me, let the person playing ahead of me be extraordinary. And that's a Modric talk. You know what Modric thinks? Modric don't even know he's 38. I understand the Euros are very close. He wants to be involved. Everybody knows that. But he does not understand that he is 38. He wants to play every game. And guess what, Liga City Avian? Every time the Croatian international bounces on the game, he always shows his class. Pro-wise personality from this man. And that's what they did yesterday. Coming in from the bench, the goalkeeper did not even, in his generation, doesn't sound like a cause, would never catch that ball. But let's go away from that. I talk more about it. La Liga EA Sports. Barcelona climbed to second with the resounding home win against Getafe. Barcelona moved up to second in the La Liga EA Sports after sweeping past Getafe 4-0 at Estadio Olympic Luis Campanis. Now, Rafinha's opened the scoring in the 28th minute with a fine breakaway goal before João Felix, Frenkie de Jong, and Femi Lopez wrapped up a comfortable win, which put Xavi and Anderson a point above Girona, who plays later tonight. Let's talk about Arsenal. Yes. Okay, if you're not busy, let's talk about Arsenal right now. Arsenal maintain the title charge with the demolition of Newcastle. Do you know something? Let me share with you. Since Arsenal lost the Galeno goal, the Champions League game, do you know I've been on the street? I've had a word with chit-chat, with big, small, whichever way, dignitaries, the normal layman on the street, and I had words with them, and I've been like, do you think Arsenal gets the result right in the Champions League come again at Emirates? And they say to me, Arsenal is a very big side. And I know of a guy, Promise Sound, that's the name together, Promise Sound. Sound doesn't go without Promise, so Promise Sound comes together. And he said a word to me, he said, it's alright to keep scoring goals. And I said, you did well against West Ham, 6-0. First time the fans will live in London. And second time again, you played the Vitality at Burnley away, and you got the result 5-0. What is going on in the Premier League? He blasted the good in our league, and he said to me, this is alright. And Arsenal, we're not sleeping. Playing against Newcastle, Arsenal told out another devastating Premier League defeat as they raised close past Newcastle to move 2 points off the table of the dog. Now, having stretched West Ham and Burnley away from home respectively, the Gunners returned to Emirates Stadium, where they easily dispatched the Eddie Howe side, winning 4-1 in Saturday's late kickoff. A Steven Botman own goal set them on their way before goals from Kai Havertz, Bukayo Saka, and Jacob Kiwior rounded off another final display from Mikel to the side. Although the return leg the first leg, was not in the Arsenal way, I remember. But this time around, Joe Willock late header ruined, another clean sheet out for Arsenal. The win coming on the back of Galen Lowe's to the Champions League last 16 clash with Porto on Wednesday last moves them within 2 points of leaders Liverpool and just a point shy of Manchester City in second. That's for Arsenal. But on Friday, I was reminiscing, talking about what Marco Silva said. Marco Silva said a word. He said, I would find a way to put things right to see that Alex Iwobi gets back again after the cyberbully. And Alex Iwobi's last gaps goal and Fulham win at Manchester United. The last time Fulham got a result was back in 2003. You could say 2003. But Alex Iwobi struck a dramatic stoppage time winner as Fulham snatched a rare 2-1 win over Manchester United in the Premier League on Saturday. The former Everton and Arsenal midfielder final finished off a counter attack in the 7 minutes of time added in a moment, and after Harry Maguire looked to have salvaged the point for Manchester United. Maguire had problems on a rebound in the 89 minutes, cancelling out the 65th minute strike from Fulham's Calvin Bassey, Nigerian international as well. United looked to be finishing the stronger as they pushed for a late winner, but they were caught out by Iwobi, who secured his first victory at Old Trafford since 2003. And congratulations to that side. Talk about the Fulham side, Craven Cottage. You're busy. Let's talk about Endo Wataru. Endo destined to stay long at Liverpool, coming from the manager Jurgen Klopp. I'll let you know. I'm sounding like I never knew about what happened yesterday. The Carabao Cup. I'll talk about it, the EFL, but I'm not going to analyze the gameplay in pitch. I'm going to be talking about. I'll talk about the surroundings ahead of it, but later on, trust me. Hopefully for tomorrow, the Gino is likely going to sleep for that. I would be bringing you Lagos City, the analysis of that very game. I love to do it. I did it the last time I was somewhere, my former where I was working before, on the sister station. I'm going to be doing it today again. But then Endo Wataru, a midfield player for Liverpool, is said to be on the long-term member of the team, according to manager Jurgen Klopp. In light of his outstanding performance against Chelsea in the Carabao Cup final, he revealed this following the sound of 1-0 League Cup victory over Chelsea at Wembley. Jurgen Klopp said on Endo, a good development. Yes, I have mentioned a few times, we were fortunate. We bring him in, and Wataru is obviously going to sign another long-term contract at Liverpool in 3 or 4 years solely because his passport may say he is 30 or 31, but he is not. He is an apparatus. In terms of football, he's outstanding. He has an excellent defensive mindset. He's granted us great freedom in many years. Yes, excellent development, incredibly beneficial, extremely beneficial. If your manager sings your praise like this, you would know how big this one could go. And okay, let's talk more about the Cup final. Chelsea star wanted record after Carabao Cup final loss to Liverpool. Virgil van Dijk in the news. And also moving on now, Virgil van Dijk's spectacular late goal in extra time gave Liverpool the Carabao Cup final win over Chelsea, and it sounded 1-0 after losing straight domestic cup finals: 2019 Carabao Cup, 2020 FA Cup, 2021 FA Cup, 2022 Carabao Cup, 2022 FA Cup, and 2024 Carabao Cup. Chelsea is currently the only team in English football history to do so. Liverpool are the first team in English Football League history to win the competition 10 times. This is the second time Liverpool will defeat Chelsea in the League Cup final. The Reds overcame the Blues in the marathon penalty shootout win back in 2022. For Argentine coach Mauricio Pochettino, he is yet to land his first trophy in English football before netting the winner. Virgil van Dijk thought he had opened the scoring in the 60th minute, but the goal was disallowed by consultation with the VAR. The Netherlands captain eventually got the winning goal in the 118th minute. That's how painful it was. Now, according to the report, if you're a United fan, let me share this with you. A loaded midfielder, Ross Barkley, 30, is a surprise target for Man United. The former Everton player previously had a spell of knees, where such a Ratcliffe is the owner. Right. Ratcliffe wants United to draw up a new pay structure. The new investors want salaries to be more dependent on success. The question is, do you think Ross Barkley will be a perfect fit for Manchester United? Down, it's Klopp's kids against £1 billion bottle jobs. And that's coming from Gary Neville. But let me quickly bring this to you. Like I said, I will say again on the show today. I'm not going to give you the analysis of that very game, right? I'm going to try as much as possible not to do so. I know I might find myself wanting to talk about it. Well, it looks inevitable, but I'll bring it tomorrow. I could promise you this. But let's talk about Jurgen Klopp kids testing victory as Chelsea Wembley Blues continues. Jurgen Klopp side as well. Virgil van Dijk's header in the 118th minute, and a youthful Liverpool side a 1-0 victory over Chelsea in the EFL Cup final. making this the first of the 7 individual trophies Jurgen Klopp has won with the Reds to be lifted twice by the German. And that's absolutely amazing. Now, Jurgen Klopp did so well in giving young lads an opportunity they would ever cherish all their life, because I don't think there will be many managers who would give those young lads the opportunity, not even in a cup final, giving those young lads a chance to do something creative and special and make a name for themselves, with Conor Bradley absolutely superb over the last few weeks. Now, the pedigree that these young players had, I could say it's incredible. For example, Bobby Clark is 19 years old. Jaro Konsa, he was on loan at Bristol Rovers last season. I watched him play in the League Cup. He was really, really impressive. Jamel, talk about this side. Good name, McConnell. Excellent 19-year-old. Louis Kumas, the son of Jason Kumas, who is a familiar name in world of football. Talk about the fans. Also was an unused substitute. And Jordan Dance is the son of New Dance, who is 18 years old as well. Now you begin to wonder the age of these players. How did Jurgen Klopp bring them together to play? Can I share with you, the academy boys, because of the injury of Darwin Núñez, Diogo Jota, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Mo Salah, you begin to wonder, how did this man do this? Some say you don't win anything with kids. Jurgen Klopp is a magician. He's prudent for me. He has shown that he can do anything with any team. Now, let me shock you. A lot of people have been giving a lot of praises to Liverpool for how young their team is. However, Chelsea actually, I'll let you know, have a younger starting 11 than Liverpool yesterday. So don't argue. Can I say don't argue what you don't know? I would want to say that. I love to say everybody has got their own opinion on what they feel. But the truth of the matter is that Chelsea had a less young squad. That narrative is unfair to Chelsea, my opinion. Given the fact that Liverpool had all the praises, the start pretty too much 2 years younger than Chelsea, about 1 year and a half year younger at the end of the match. Chelsea were younger. So please note, don't let anybody tell you that Chelsea played against an academy boys. That's true. But the age gap, Chelsea were the younger side. Credit to Jurgen Klopp and the changes he made. Unknown players introduced on the biggest stage, particularly when you at some of the appearance. Some of this, you could be wondering, how do they get to play? They've made Konsa, looking at Konsa now, 8 appearances in the Premier League. Clark has just got 4. Mark Connell has got 3. Dance 1, and that's just 16 Premier League appearance combined for those young players. Whereas the young Chelsea team obviously had played in the top flight more. Do you see the difference? Chelsea had played more in the top flight. The likes of Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, the Sassy, they're playing good football ahead. Now, the Chelsea team are younger than that of the Liverpool team. And again, it's all about the narrative that the media create, talking about all of the young Liverpool players, and also that sounds like an excuse. Gary Neville has come to say his own. But away from that, Ryan Gravenberch going off after 28 minutes, fouled by Moise Caicedo. It doesn't look good on slow motion. I feel for me, Moise Caicedo should have seen a yellow. I don't want to analyze the game. Moise Caicedo should have seen a yellow. Yes, before that, that got to the 70th minute, but he never got that. But like I said, if you go check it on slow motion, it doesn't look good. Gravenberch, one of the moments, never good to see a player walk off the pitch. He was on crutches by the end of the game, and also it does not look good. We also saw Wataru Endo on crutches, leaving Wembley on crutches. He left Wembley on crutches, and that's a bad one. Another sign Liverpool would not want to see going into that. Now, he is a key player. Talk about Endo Wataru, and he has been absolutely a key player, playing as a number 6, playing as a pivot, in front of the back four. Some of the work that he has done this season, particularly when you look at the years, look at the player that have been linked to Liverpool in the summer. He wasn't the first choice. I'm talking about Endo Wataru. He never was the first choice. he's just been superb. Caicedo was the man who they wanted, but they never got him. But away from that, wrapping up the top, because I will open the line very early. Another one to be talked about is Darwin Núñez as well. When you look at his pictures, or when you look at pictures of him, celebrating, you would be thinking actually maybe he is not as injured as we first thought he was, pushing people down the way to get down to the stadium. He jumped too. I think he's doing okay. Talk about this man, Darwin Núñez. Now, this is a talk about Gary Neville. We'll talk about it. Gary Neville, the Englishman, said it was club kids against the blue £1 billion bottle job. Let's talk about this today. But we would love to take a listen about that. Let me quickly see if I can bring that to you on the show now. Stay with me, don't go anywhere. Where Gary Neville said a lot, talking about, Gary Neville loves to talk about this, and he's now saying it was club's kids against the blue £1 billion bottle job. And let's take a listen to Mauricio Pochettino, what the Argentine have got to say after that very say from Gary Neville. How does it sound to you? Does it sound insulting? Does it sound like something that doesn't look normal for Gary Neville to say this? It's club kids. That's not club kids. You know what kids mean? And I know some people might not find us very friendly, but take a listen to this man talk about Mauricio Pochettino after he heard that. This was his reply to Gary Neville. Mauricio Pochettino, if you're ready, take it up from me.
The age of the two groups, I think, is similar. But look, you know that the dynamics are completely different. And we were playing today Liverpool and Chelsea, Liverpool, and I think it's not fair to talk in this way.
Did you hear the Argentine? He said the age difference does not look, it's not what you think. And I've said it again, and I will say it again. Chelsea had the younger side. Let me see if I can get that from my mobile. I think I have it somewhere. Because I know it calls for arguments, it calls for banter. So when you want to banter right. Starting 11, average ages, Liverpool had 25.8. This is not the excuse, but so you say it right, because that sounds unfair to Chelsea. Chelsea had 23.9. Talk about average ages. Now you talk about end of the match. Liverpool had 24.1. Chelsea had 22.6. So all this Nonimadueke, Moise Caicedo, Gusto, all these boys you see, Cole Palmer. All the things their name is big on the outside. They are kids too, if you want to say. Sorry. That doesn't sound like an excuse. But let's talk about Chelsea. I've really had the time to talk about Liverpool. Check your time. We'll tell the 1 minute gun pound out of 5 p.m. There's always much to serve. In as much as I try not to talk about the Chelsea squad, the Nicola Jackson, Raheem Sterling, Conor Gallagher, Cole Palmer, into Fernandes, Moise Caicedo, Levi Colwill, Axel Disasi, Ben Chilwell, Malo Gusto, Dode Petrovic, all of those are the bench, like with the Bettinelli, Sanchez, Chaloba, Gil Crazy, Modric, Madueke, Nkunku, all of those names. So much money invested by the club. Let's talk about Chelsea sometime. Okay, so if you're a Chelsea fan, let me say this right. I think Chelsea has been put under the spot of light. I mean, they've been put under the spot for a while. For so many reasons, like a pressure on Chelsea. The fact that you all know that it's coming off the back of Roman Abramovich, who was the club's most successful custodian. Now, he invested huge sum of money. All he did was get the right managers, get the right players. Once they continue to change the players, they continue to win. So do you see what I'm saying? The more he changes the managers, the more Chelsea continue winning. That's our Roman Abramovich style and era. It worked for him. But let me go the other way and talk about Pochettino. He had a huge Pochettino for me. He had a huge time at Spurs. He didn't win anything, and at Southampton as well, the same thing. So there is a spotlight put on Mauricio Pochettino. Can you win silverwares? Can you build a club and do the team wants? Can you put Chelsea out there to compete at a high level for the Premier League? Can you add silverware to the club cabinet? Of course. How much? So much money spent on Chelsea. Todd Boehly, an excess of £1 billion as he looks to reshape the West London club. So the more Chelsea is spending the money, the more they feel like they're getting it wrong. So they need a man who can get the result right for them. The spending can be justified with the trophies won by the club. Mauricio Pochettino has 3 finals lost in England already. He lost the Champions League. He lost the League Cup as well. And therefore, the question mark before the game was that, can he bring silverware to the club? The question remains valid. I remember what happened after the game. It was an unusual moment when Pochettino, was walking down the tunnel. Going up the tunnel, to get the medal for runners-up. He appeared to blank Todd Boehly. Do you know what I mean by blank? What they love to say is snub. You know that part that you keep walking the walkway and you're trying to shake hands with people, and he walked past Todd Boehly and he never gave him a handshake. Todd Boehly obviously, they don't interact. You need to know they don't interact that much. Pochettino and Todd Boehly, they don't talk a lot. They don't really talk a lot. That much for me. It did appear a lot of people have come to say he got to blank Todd Boehly. What could that possibly mean? You're listening to me. What do you think that means? We can read the lines, and what they could mean is, we know there's a huge pressure. There's a high pressure on Pochettino to deliver. He's got to build a young team. The club has invested heavily. He's got to create a winning mentality. He's got to bring silverware to the club. He's got to bring experience and belief to the team. Chelsea under Mourinho and Conte, you feel like they are going to win everything. Every game they play like it's their last breath. They want to win games, but Pochettino needs to find a way to create that at Chelsea. The relationship with Todd Boehly would be key as well for me moving forward. The club has invested heavily. This is just a start of a project. New structure, new people. It felt like the game was defining for Mauricio Pochettino, but never was. That Chelsea investment needs to see results. Talk about the maze. The way it's been. Chelsea for me looks to be the most Chelsea are the most clinical team in the world of football for now. For me, can I tell you something? I don't know. I felt so bad for Chelsea because not a Chelsea fan, not a fan of any of this club, but Pochettino 3 finals lost. Now let's talk about the players who wants to be out there. Chelsea would have won the game yesterday, and if they did, they would be playing, because right now in the Premier League the table doesn't look friendly. Look where they are. They're just sleeping. 10th, another 10th, 10, 11, 10, 11, 9, 10, 11, right? It doesn't count more than that. And you look at Chelsea and you begin to wonder, where are they going from here? I feel so bad for them because I felt so bad for them yesterday, because if they had won that game, do you know what would have happened? Chelsea would have been involved in at least the European tournament, the competition, that for the Conference League. What changes does Chelsea need to make? Let me put this down. What changes does Chelsea need to make come next season, and also for the transfers? According to reports right now, as I talk to you, Conor Gallagher is the man, and I wonder, why is Conor Gallagher the player you're thinking of selling? Legal City, the Times is now be a part of the show. Let's talk. Okay. Give me some time, 4 minutes. Let me open the line. So let me open the line by 5:40. Let me rush and give you some update as well. Away from the EFL Carabao Cup played yesterday. Sorry, you go with one. Carabao Cup or EFL would be right. Breaking, Real Madrid reached verbal agreement with Alphonso Davies. Everton had their 10-point deduction for breaching the Premier League possibility and sustainability rules, PSR, reduced to 6 points. The club will refer to an independent commission emerged for alleged breaches relating to the 21-22 season and initially deducted 10 points in November. This reduction of the point penalty will move Everton on to 25 points and up to 15th in the Premier League. So good news anyhow. According to the report, you need to see Todd Boehly. I'll bring you a story, but let's go off that. Talk about La Liga ES parts. Taylor Swift hosts the second concert at Santiago Bernabeu in May. She'll be hosting that one, May La Liga. That's May in La Liga, and has given Real Madrid an okay to alter their schedule. The Real Style Academy Beyond Limit can confirm the departure of its captain Iwobi Bassey to 5 times Norwegian League Cup Vålerenga Football Club. The winger joins on a 4.5-year deal. Best of luck in Norway, Onyebuchi from me, and that's a Bassey. If you watch the La Liga Saturday, too many Luka doing so many magic. Luka Montero, that guy that plays for Almeria, got to start against playing ahead of Arribas. And let me dive off that story and give you more. Victor Osimhen has now scored back-to-back goals for Napoli since he returned from the AFCON. Moses, man. And also Messi scores in the 92nd minute to end Inter Miami 1-1 draw against LA Galaxy. 19-year-old midfielder Ebenezer Akinsamiro made his pro debut for Inter Milan against Lecce in the Serie A. The former Remo Stars wonder kid has been one of the China Light as Inter on the 19th side this season. And also 38 years young, oldest scorer in Madrid in La Liga. Pukas 38 years and 233 days. Modric 38 years and 169 days. Di Stefano of best memory 37 years and 255 days. And you could say Luka is the man to Modric the people. 1-0 Real Madrid got the result right. Sergio Ramos received a warm welcome from the Real Madrid fans upon return to Santiago Bernabeu. My friend said something. He said fielded a team with over €1 billion yet couldn't get a pass as Liverpool under 17 team. This one's serious, so why are you producing Pochettino? Historical record, Lautaro Martinez, 26 now scored 100 Serie A goals with Inter Milan. I mean, he's got 101 at the moment. He's got 24 goals and 5 assists in all comes so far this season. Come a long way since joining back in 2018. His name is Lautaro Martinez. According to report, breaking, Dani Alves sentenced to 4 years and 6 months in prison for sexual assault. It's time for me to open the lines. 5:39. I still got time. Stay with me. While the days continue, some say Alexis McAllister and Endo Wataru cost Liverpool a combined £51 million. They just boost on midfield that included Enzo and Caicedo in the Carabao Cup final that cost them £221 million. In fact, it got me to ask questions. This Chelsea money spent on these players, is it wrong? Like, how wrong is it? Is it that Chelsea did not invest well? Looking at the money spent on those players, are we talk about that? So who has won? Let me leave this. Let me quickly wrap up the show by giving the result of the games played yesterday and also for Saturday. Nigerian Premier Football League result: Juma United lost to Rangers 1-0. Kaba United 1-1 with Castina United. And also moving on as well, think about the scoreline, Bendel Insurance. And also Enyimba played out that result 0-0. What's up? And also we keep talking about the Sunday game played. You need to know it's no longer news that Gombe United 2-0 against Sporting Lagos, Plateau United 0-0 against Shooting Stars, Lobby Stars 1-0 against Heartland, Aqua United lost to Bassey United, Kano Pillars 5-1 to Sunshine Stars. And also moving on, Niger Tornadoes, Avia Warriors got the 1-0. Remo Stars postponed. And each time does know the last officially open 0700 903 903 903 Lagos City. 0700 903 903 903. The question is not far-fetched. I'm still asking us, what do you make about the Carabao Cup? Was it the better side that got the result right? Did you think so? What do you make about that? It is a very big game to look out for, and also talk about Gary Neville's comment. Do you think Gary Neville said it right, what he said? Is he being friendly or is he wrong? And tell me about Chelsea transfers, the money being spent on these players. How right is this? Is Chelsea having the wrong signings, wrong money spent, and Bali not doing it right? Or is it the Abramovich talk?
Hello.
Great to have you join us. Welcome to the show. Good evening. What's your name?
Yeah, good evening, Kizike.
Right.
This is Medic calling from Ogun State.
Medics, let's have you. Welcome to the show. What's your take? Chelsea, I'm so sorry. You're a Chelsea fan, I guess.
But we have men there. Is it men there? They are calling it.
You have what?
Right? We have men there. Right? For the runners of Abi.
Yeah, that's the medal, right? Yeah, right. But
it's not a bad day.
Yeah, it's not a bad
why
day.
It's not a bad day. It's not a bad day.
Okay, it's not a bad day. Okay. Why?
Because a club that named us now haven't reached anything for 16 years. Talk about winning it.
Okay, why not face Chelsea? Chelsea.
The thing here is that it's not the better side that got this already yesterday.
Are you serious?
Okay. Yeah.
It wasn't the better side that got the result right.
Because we didn't take our opportunities. Have you been if the other scored that goal around 84 minutes? Right. What will be the last scene of the game?
Okay, you now see the reason.
Just again. Vijay Vidak is not a small this thing. It's not a small player. He knows how to play final very well, more than all those Chelsea players. Understand? There's where he used to wire himself that he can. You see that nothing that the first goal that he scored the last scene of the game. Watch. If they watch our words, they're not supposed to cancel.
Okay.
Is that Chelsea? They spend a big much of money in young players instead of spending on top players like, let me say, players that have a mindset of creating goals, how to score and how to do many things. Than spending money on Caicedo, Enzo, Jackson. You see up front, Jackson them. It doesn't look friendly now. How can they face the opponent that have a big bright future to play finals?
Okay.
So there's no problem.
Sorry. Hold on. Medics, let me ask you this question. Are you saying Chelsea spent in money in the wrong way? They are not supposed to be signing young players. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Signing wrong players. Can you hear me?
Right.
Signing young players is good and is bad. But when you sign young players, because another big problem is that when you sign all the first 11 and second 11 young players, it creates much big havoc in the team.
Right. You don't think? Sorry, Medics.
Experience strike. Hello.
Let me ask you this question right now. You don't think this is a project? Don't you believe this is a project for Chelsea? It's just starting. You don't see it as a project. You want the sharp one, Abi?
Sir Kizike, can you hear me?
Very well.
Is a project, right? The project we are doing, we are sitting in 11th position. We don't know whether we are going to win our next Premier League match. Okay, the project we have, the only final that we just reached, we couldn't win it. When will the project start continue working for Chelsea?
Okay, thank you so much, Felix. Let me let you go. Let me let you go. Where will the project continue for Chelsea is the question. Felix, thank you so much. All right. All right, thank you. 0700 903 903 903. OB Chukwemeka on YouTube says, good evening, Kizzy K. Feels good to be back. Like I always say, Chelsea would not go to the competition. They would never play in the Champions League for 2 seasons. Ibuka from Alaba. Elizabeth Waneka is saying, good afternoon, sir. Shout out to you, everyone on YouTube. Back to the phone line. Let's go. Hello, welcome to the show. Great to have you. Is that about the home?
Yeah.
Welcome. Let's have you.
Yeah, this is Mr. Lulu on the line.
Okay, you're welcome. What's your location this evening?
Yeah, I'm rooted in Mushin.
Okay.
Celebrating.
Oh, celebrating what?
Chelsea's loss, of course.
You're celebrating Chelsea's loss. Why?
Yes.
Why?
You know what? Their fans, they don't want to tell themselves the truth. When they were doing that project of getting young boys,
right,
we said, you taking away your structure and bringing young boys to build on which structure? They said, no, they are headed in the right way. That was what they did in 2003, or when Mourinho came, bought young boys, they are Drogba and the rest of them. And it was successful.
Yeah.
So why are they crying now? That yesterday, Liverpool are the better side.
Hey?
They are the best side. For them to bring out that result. Okay, tell me, when you attempt something and you don't make use of your attempt, another person attempted it and make use of it, who is the better person? The person that won it. Okay, come to kick off it. Okay, we brought analysis and said, okay, yes, Chelsea are young boys than Liverpool squad. But when you compare the two together, all those boys from Liverpool, they are school boys. So they are even writing WAEC, all those they are.
It's okay, it's okay. It is okay. There is no this. Oh, magic. What do you mean? Okay, please, let me let you go. I mean, you don't the kind of.
Let me go. See, let me finish my point.
What? Why
Let me finish my point.
Why
Okay, most of all those young boys in Chelsea, they played in the top flight.
Okay.
Enzo, World Cup winner. Mudryk plays for Ukraine.
Right.
Caicedo
This is the French national team.
Disassi, understand? So what are you saying?
Okay.
So all of them are experienced and more than those from Liverpool side. So they play. Gary Neville is on point. That is a practical.
Gary Neville is on point. Thank you, Ima.
All
Thank
those
you.
guys are kids.
All right.
Yes, they should enjoy their They are doing well. They are heading in the right direction.
So how long do you want to keep celebrating Chelsea loss?
As long as he can take me.
Okay, thank you so much. As long as he can take me, he said. Okay, you could imagine a Man United fan celebrating Chelsea loss yesterday, and that's gonna be like, what's going on? Why you do that? Okay, that's opinion though. Hello.
Hello, PCK.
Great to have you join us. Welcome. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. This is Oluwaseyi.
Oluwaseyi, you're welcome. Let's have you.
See, PCK, I have said time with time number that this coach is not a good coach. You understand, PCK?
Yeah,
see,
I'm here.
I don't know. This Liverpool, look at the team they use. There's no big player among them. Apart from Van Dijk and this guy, the guy that signed this team that Chelsea signed, Quesado.
Right.
See,
Brighton.
See, I'm tired for this man. I'm tired for this man alone. I'm not really happy about this position.
I know.
I don't really happy about this.
I know. So
my prayer is that I want to they can sack it. Seriously,
you advise sack for Pochettino?
I will not watch Chelsea match until the man left the club. Seriously, because how a coach cannot win come on 3 matches in a row. A coach,
Sorry, if I get you right, Oluwaseyi, what's your location now? What's your location?
I'm calling for Papa.
From my Papa. Okay, let me get you right.
I just come back for Ilori because I can't get I am trying to connect on Facebook, but I can't connect.
You should have. We're on Facebook as well, but you should have connected from YouTube, Voice of the People. But away from that, did you say you will not watch Chelsea game until they sack Pochettino?
Confirm. I will not lie to you. Maybe I can watch the highlights on GoTV. Maybe anytime Chelsea they can show the highlights. Fine.
I'll take that from you.
For now, I've not watched because it's that coach led that team.
Okay.
I know, because all the Arsenal fans will be happy now.
Okay. Thank you so much. Oluwashemilore. Did you hear that guy say that again? I would never watch Chelsea game until Pochettino leaves the club. Are we going to see that happen? Welcome to the show.
Good evening, PCK.
Great to have you. Join us.
Yeah, this is Fred from Apapa.
Fred from Apapa, you're welcome.
Yeah. First of all, I must congratulate Arteta for playing, for having competition with coach like Liverpool and Man City coach. Those two coach. At the end of the game, extra time, I saw what's the name, the Liverpool coach. I saw the way he was like
Jurgen Klopp.
The way he was talking to the boys.
Yeah, he was happy with what he saw. He was very happy with what he saw.
Yeah, they turned the game upside down. At the extra time, they turned the game upside down because he came out and he was demonstrating, he was talking to them, and they turned the game upside down. And I was watching Chelsea. This Chelsea team, they cannot grow beyond what they are. These players, they cannot grow because before you, they should play like players that are mature, that have, if they are playing with a player like, that is why I love this player that Arsenal bought from Chelsea, this Italian player. That I love it because I want them to learn, like those little boys, to learn from him. So there's no that kind of player in Chelsea, and for a player like McAllister playing with Endo and Caicedo, the same, like Caicedo, the same Brighton, right. Endo, Argentina, and I said Endo is not the real. Enzo, it's not the real Argentina midfielder. It's McAllister. Because I love McAllister game. I would have loved him to be in Arsenal.
What club are you fan?
I'm an Arsenal fan.
So you think Endo is not a better player to McAllister? But why you want to compare those both guys? McAllister is more of attacking. Endo, see, in the national team of the Argentina, they had Endo. Endo was the man defensive. Endo, Rodrigo de Paul, and McAllister. Do you remember?
McAllister is bigger than him.
No, sorry. Do you also realize Endo was the youngest player in the World Cup? Do you know that? Youngest best player.
He was given that award because Argentina won the cup.
No, he played a very pivotal, very, very great role for Argentina. Endo, if you watch, Enzo Fernandez in the Portuguese league as well, you will know he's a good player. He's only Rodrigo de Paul, him, and also McAllister. No disrespect, McAllister is more of attacking, more of offensive than Enzo. So don't compare them. Different wing right now.
The England team as a whole, the only player that can come from another league to come and play and perform with England is from the Italian league. Okay, imagine Man United and
wait, sorry. That you said now. What did you say? Say it again. Let me hear you. What did you say?
I said most of the players that came out from other team, like other country, Italy, to come and play in England. It's mostly Italian players that will perform well in England.
Okay, I get your point.
Because England football is a different kind of football.
Oh, okay, I get your point. All right, Fred.
Okay, sir.
Thank you so much, Fred. Now I was talking with you. I gave him out of the time in India. We talked. We had a good time, Fred. Shout out to you, Fred, from my papa. It's just what it is. He brought up the competition. McAllister, Enzo Fernandez. You want to compare? I don't want to do that on the show, please. There is no comparison. If you look at them, they played a different role. Lionel Scaloni played them on a different role. Rodrigo de Paul was the man sitting in the back, doing all the fight for Messi. Enzo Fernandez was so close to Rodrigo to make it easier. And we had McAllister. Sometimes McAllister goes off, or Rodrigo de Paul goes off. Paredes coming. Enzo Fernandez is just a man that plays more for the Argentine side. No disrespect to McAllister. McAllister, astonishing player. Back to the phone lines. Welcome. Is that about the home? Great to have you. Good evening. How are you today? What's your name?
I'm fine. It's Satidi boy.
Satidi boy, talk to me.
Yeah. I am so happy right now.
Why are you happy?
Liverpool favor from North condition.
Okay.
Yes. Liverpool is under 15 and under 10.
You have started under 15, under 10.
I want grow man. One senior man team player to beat Chelsea.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
make my weekend yesterday. So I'm so happy. Thank you.
All right, keep celebrating all the time. It's my wish to see you very happy. I feel like, I don't know, some of the talk, the under 15 boys, under 10, they see under 15 or under 10. EJ, for this kind of one, for Liverpool. Oh. Okay, take it easy with Chelsea. Welcome. Great to have you. Good evening. What's your name?
Paulinus from Isolo.
Paulinus from Isolo. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm so happy anyway. Up corners, I'm so happy.
Okay, yeah. Welcome.
Yeah, the problem is that Chelsea fans, they are serious more than their team. That is their problem.
Paulinus, please, I beg you, please come on Friday, please, please come on Friday. Kind of number. Which one? The Chelsea fans are serious more than their team?
I tell you, they are very, very serious more than their team. Even their callers themselves, they don't know what, because they are looking for excuse. And they are trying to protect them, that not the small boys, all of us, no problem, try to protect them. The problem Chelsea have?
Okay.
I'm talking with confidence. The problem they have is that when they like to imitate.
They like to imitate.
They imitate Arsenal. Yes, they like imitating Arsenal.
How do you mean?
Get young players.
Oh, okay.
Yes, Arsenal get young players. They have to offload their big players. Give Arsenal at least we have to give Man U one. Give Man City. Go they buy small boys. They want to do like Arsenal. They want to do like Arteta after Britain. Now they are giving excuse. Why do you buy your young boys? Not you carry Kayaba to Jorginho give us. They're not doing well. They hear Arsenal want to go to Madrid, that's what they hijack. Liverpool want to go to Casado, that's what they hijack. They buy player without knowing what they are using it for. That is their problem. They just buy player. They when they buy up, they begin to ask themselves, where are we going to play this person? That is their problem.
Oh.
They don't know how to. That is their problem. They have a good team. If coach come and they know how to use all those boys.
Okay, Paulinus, I'll let you go because of time. But that word you said, if coach on the job.
No. For that one, I support them. Let that man go. You don't know what he's doing.
Thank you so much, Paulinus. I'll let you go. Thank you so much. He does not know what he's doing. And they sound us know the show officially comes to an end. I need to go. I am the voice of the mic. It's nice, so nice, all the nice. Being on the radio, coming back again, it can only be all about the big G. Talk about the Most High God. I am the voice of the mic. Without God, there is no me. And there is nothing wrong in starting small, but there's everything wrong when you settle for less. Keep dreaming big, work hard to make it a reality. The world news coming up next 6 p.m. right here. Ijeoma Innocent in the building. I'm the voice of the mic. My name is Kizzy K. So sorry we can't get more calls. But permit me to leave you with this freestyle. For safety. In all day, they only care that they shoot out for pocket.